Okay, so welcome to Meditation 101. Meditation is something that I recommend to every client that I have in the past couple of years, the past few years, in the last few years that I've been seeing one-on-one or group sessions. I always recommend them to do at least 5 minutes meditation every morning. Now, meditation, if you don't know what it is exactly, or if you maybe have heard certain ideas of what meditation is, maybe in the mainstream, or maybe somebody just said it at some point, and that is, you have to put your mind in blank. And maybe in TV shows or movies, they will also say these things. And meditation is not that. Meditation is not to put your mind in blank. It can be farther than the truth, from the truth. So, especially if you are beginning to practice it, it's going to be challenging at the beginning. But just like if you are learning a new language, just as if you are learning a new sport, a new subject in university, anything new, completely new to you that you have never done before, you might not even know anything about it, and you're learning it for the first time. So yes, it is challenging at the beginning, but like also everything else, with practice, it gets better. Now, for that to happen, we have to practice it. So it's very common for a lot of people to start and then they don't have consistency. They don't keep doing it enough. They don't keep doing it enough to actually see results. So I'm gonna start with that. First of all. Okay. So second, meditation, what is? Simple, very simple. Again, it's not easy, especially when you are starting, but it's simple. And that's why I'm sitting on the floor today to do the practice afterwards. So it's simply sit in silence, closing your eyes, and bringing your attention to your breath and to your body. So intentionally and consciously, you want to bring that awareness, consciousness, attention to your breath and your body. That's it. That's it. Now, the sitting is important, meaning it's important to be seated, to have your back, your column is your spinal column, columna, straight. So that's another maybe misunderstanding out there for some people. They think that they're gonna meditate and they lie down on the bed. So at some point you're gonna fall asleep if you relax. If you relax enough, you're going to fall asleep if you're lying down. Maybe you don't fall asleep because maybe you didn't relax enough. But that's not the classical meditation, that you're not getting the specific benefits that you get when you're sitting. So if you can sit in the lotus position with your knees crossed, your legs crossed, if you can sit like that on the floor, that's the best way to do it. If you can't because your knees hurt or you just can't sit that way because of your legs or your knees, you can use a chair. And you can sit on a chair and put your legs down, but your back is straight. You can even sit on your bed if you want. So if you sit on your bed, if that is better for you, for your body, for your conditions, specific conditions, then you can sit on your bed, but always with the back straight. So the back straight and the bottom of your spine is on the ground, on the bed, on the chair. And that's what you want. You want that position to be able to get the real benefits of what a classical, simple meditation is. I'm going to call it classical meditation. So once you find that position that works for you, specifically with your back straight, you just let your hands relax to the sides and you close your eyes and you start breathing and bring your attention to your breath. Now, it's not about trying to put your mind in blank because you're going to fail every time. That's a recipe for failure, is to be aware of your thoughts, is to observe the thoughts that come when you are doing your breathing, when you are sitting in that time. You are observing, you are realizing, you're seeing the amount of thoughts that are coming in and out and in and out. And it's a lot of rumination, a lot of noise, a lot of things that they don't need to be there. So when you are beginning, when you are starting to practice this, you're going to see a lot of that. You're going to see a lot of noise. You're going to see a lot of thoughts that come from the past, from the future, from fears, from anxiety, from repetition, rumination, over and over again. And that is part of the whole process. So you have to observe it and come back to your breath, come back to your body, come back to your breath, come back to your body. So you're going to observe it. And you might go with the thoughts. You might just go away to whatever the thought is, the worry that is coming, or the stress that is, or the problem, or the whatever it is going on in the head. And you might go with it, meaning your attention might go with it. And then when you realize that your attention is gone, then you come back to your breath. Then you come back to your breath and your body. And you feel your body. Feel your body. We have been detached from our body. We have detached ourselves from our bodies because we have learned and we have trained ourselves to be in our heads all the time, in the head. And we have detached from our bodies. So the breath is what's going to bring you back to your body. Another misconception of spirituality is that you are supposed to be leaving your body and living in some kind of spiritual reality out there and not in your body. And that's not what we're doing here. It's not the spiritual, it's not real spirituality to do that. That's just denying a part of us. It's denying part of this experience. That's a whole other story. So coming back to the meditation is just coming back to the breath. Then the benefits of that is that you start realizing the amount of unnecessary information, the amount of unnecessary thoughts that come to your head in such a short period of time. So this is 5 minutes. 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Don't start with 20 minutes or 10 minutes, and it doesn't make you a better person. And it doesn't make you more spiritual if you do 20 minutes. It doesn't. It's not like that. That doesn't work that way. It's not about better or worse or more spiritual or less spiritual. This is not about that. This is about having mental discipline. It's about you grasping some level of management in your own life, in your own self, in your own internal workings. And so your mind is not controlling you anymore. So your mind does not control you, your fears, your beliefs, your resentments from the past or whatever it is that's going on in there. You're not there flying around. You are here. You're in your breath. You're in the present. You're living your life. Your life is in the present. The only place where you can make real changes in the present, making decisions in the present, feeling your intuition in the present. It's nowhere else. It's not in Google. and it's not in your thoughts, it's in the present. Now the thoughts, yes, and maybe the thoughts you feel or think in the present, in right now, they come with a message, and that's what you needed to know, that's what you need to do. But because you're in the present and you get that message in the form of a thought, but that's different to the noise. That's different to the amount of unnecessary thinking. That's two different things. But for us to even get to differentiate and have some kind of clarity in which one is which one, we have to do these practices for ourselves. It it doesn't matter what modality you have been using or you want to use for your spiritual practices. It doesn't matter if you have done plant medicine and you got a breakthrough and insight and you got, as one with nature and the universe, and so the truth of the universe and all these things. It doesn't matter if you have been doing healing work or psychotherapy for 20 years, you know about spirituality and you know yourself and you have grown and you have all these different things and you have done courses and you have this and you have, it doesn't matter any of this if you don't have a constant practice of bringing you to the present and your body and reconnecting with nature and reconnecting with your life where you are now and reconnecting with who you are now, because you're constantly changing, transforming as a natural being. You have to reconnect and recheck with who you are now in the now. So if you are in that constant personal growth journey, a self-discovery journey, you have to have a practice that keeps bringing you back to now, to where you are now, what you're doing now, to center and ground. And that might be this type of meditation, or it might just be going and swimming, or just floating in the ocean, or hiking, or going into a mountain and being there and practicing being. These are things that we need to do very often. So that's why the meditation is so convenient to an extent, because it's something you can do anywhere you are. You can't just be hiking every single day of your life unless, well, okay, that's the life that you're living and you're hiking every day and you live in the mountains and that's, you don't need to meditate. You don't need to, because you are in a constant meditation connected with the mountain all the time. That's if you have that life. But if you have that life, I don't think you are here watching this. So this is for people who are living a life probably in a city, or with social life, or with families, or going to work, or doing this regular stuff in these type of environments where they have to deal with people, or they have clients, or maybe you are a therapist yourself and you have to be dealing with clients, or anything, any kind of work that you have to be dealing with people, whether it's your family or friends or people in the street, anywhere. So this is what I'm talking about for us who are, interacting with humans and interacting with the world. We need to have a practice that bring us all the time to our center, and to observe the thoughts, to observe what's going on, to release whatever it is that it doesn't serve us. And just by doing that practice, in time, you might not need to do it as a habit of every day. Do it. You can keep doing it for as long as you want. It's just the meditation is going to go deeper. So as you get more management of that, meaning you don't carry so much stuff in your head anymore because you have released it, it's not necessary. Also, as you do your emotional healing work, because it's needed, Many times the amount of noise that we have in our heads mentally is because we are in need of emotional healing. Many times that's what's happening because you haven't done emotional healing, something specific that needs to be healed emotionally, trauma-wise, wounding, etc. Then we go into the head because the head and the ego takes over and they make you feel safe. And that is a default mechanism that is very common for us to feel safe because there's something going on emotionally. So then we're going to go and gravitate towards what feels safe, which is the head and the ego making you think that you're safe, or grabbing yourself from ideas that feel fixed so you can feel safe or feel like you have control. And that is very common. That happens when you have like a lot going on in your head. If you meditate and go deeper into it and feel into it, you will usually find that there is a fear underneath, a fear of something, fear of feeling something, usually, yes, fear of feeling something. And then that feeling is going to make you feel something else. And then at the end, it's fear of feeling fear of feeling unsafe, fear of feeling vulnerable, fear of feeling sad, fear of feeling angry. This is basically fear of feeling your emotions. This is very normal. It's very normal. If you're one of those humans that think that you are the only one with these things, no. It's very common. It's just that, well, we still don't talk about it. Most people still don't talk about it. Even friends don't talk about it between them. In a lot of cultures, of course. Not everybody, not every culture, but in a lot of cultures, that's still the case. And that's why you don't know. That's why you think it's only you who is feeling all these things and you don't know what to do with it. Or you feel like you're bad because you're feeling all these things. No, you're not bad. You're not bad, you're just human. And we're all humans and we all feel everything. We all have all the emotions. That they don't talk about it with you, or you don't talk about it with your friends and your family because it's not something that people are used to do, that's another story. But that people don't talk about it doesn't mean it's not happening. And I can assure you that it's happening to every single human. So the practice now, if you have your position, um, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just guide you into your breath, just guide you into your body. You can use this recording to help you whenever you do your meditation, to help you come back with my guidance. But at the end, it's good for you to try it alone, just with yourself, just with your own voice, meaning doing what I'm going to do now, but you do it with yourself. So you guide yourself to do it. That's the idea. That will be the best. But of course, you can use this to help you train yourself to do that. And then at some point, when you feel that you're ready, you can just do it on your own, with your own voice and your own guidance, like talking to yourself, inside yourself, is what I mean. I'm going to take off the camera to just to, how do I take the camera off? Yeah. Okay. All right. So all we're going to do is sit with the back straight. Whatever you're seated, just make sure that your back is straight. Closing your eyes. And just start bringing your attention, your focus into your breath. Relaxing your hands to your sides, maybe just rest them on top of your legs, over your sides, wherever they fall comfortably and naturally. Relaxing your shoulders. As you close your eyes, you simply start bringing your attention to your breath. That's all you're doing. So the breath is coming in through your nose and out of your nose. We are breathing through the nose. As you breathe in, you bring your attention to that breath, following your breath, following that breath coming in through your nose, filling up your lungs. You relax your abdomen, your chest, your belly. So you can allow that breath to come down deeper. Just feel it, filling up all these areas in the front of your body, chest, abdomen, all the way down to your belly. And all you're doing now is keep bringing your attention to your breath, your body, feeling your body relaxing more and more, releasing any tension that you might be holding on to. Just scanning your body, your face, your neck, and just release it. Any tension that you might have been holding on to. Now, if you get any thoughts coming into your head now, just observe it. Simply observe the thoughts, no judgment. Just don't judge your thoughts, don't judge yourself. Just allow them to come and go. Observe the thoughts. Yes, you may think, okay, this thought makes no sense. What is this thought doing here? Why am I thinking about this right now? All that is normal. That's okay. It's okay. Observe the thought and just realize if it's necessary, if it's not necessary, if it's just rumination, if it's just repetition of something you have thought about already like 10 or a million times. And just notice it, observe it, and be, oh, okay, that's there again. That's useless. Yes, in that sense, you can judge it. In that sense, you can use your judgment, not in the sense of judging as a negative, but using your judgment in the sense of, okay, is this necessary or not? Is this useful or not? And if you know that is not a useful thought, just let it go. Just by letting it go and stop paying attention to it, it will lose power. It will go when you release the grip. And for that, you simply come back to your breath. That's how you let it go. When you realize that thought is not helpful anymore, doesn't serve me, then you release it. How I release it? Just by coming back to your breath and your body. Bringing your attention and your focus, bringing your intention, your consciousness to your breath and your body here and now. Feeling that air coming in through the nose, feeling up all the way down to the belly, and exhaling through the nose. Relax. Feeling your body relaxing more. Being here and now in your breath. And that's how you let go of the thoughts. That's how you let them pass. Then the next thought comes, then the next thing comes, and you do the same thing. Come back to the breath. That's all the practice. And that's all you do for 5 minutes. You do that 5 minutes every day. And that's your practice. Now, sometimes you might get to feel emotions because you're coming back to your breath and your body. You're releasing the constant noise of the mind. And at some point, you might start feeling the emotional reality, the emotions that need to come out from your body. Now, when it comes to that, you do need to do emotional healing. You do need to take care of your emotions because your emotions bring information. And so now they have this space to come out. If you feel to cry, then you cry. If you feel anger, just listen to the anger, observe it, listen to it. What message does it have? If you feel sadness, what is it? What is the sadness coming from? Why do I feel sad? What it has to say to me? So don't ignore your emotions. They are messengers and they're stored in your body. So naturally, if you start practicing this more and more and more, you might start feeling more your emotions because you're coming back to your body and your breath. But you don't want to ignore your emotions. You don't want to push them away or repress them because then you're going to enter into an endless cycle. So when those emotions come, you want to listen to them. And for support for your emotional healing and emotional intelligence, you might need to do other things to help you. This is just one self-help tool and it's specifically for your thoughts. The emotional part is something else. It's another type of work. So I hope you practice it. I hope you see the benefits and the results. Again, for the emotional side of things, if you want one-on-one support, I have that part-time, limited capacity. If you know anyone else professionally that might help you with your emotional healing, then do that. Get the help for that side of the healing because it's necessary. You're not going to go anywhere or any further if you don't take care of your emotions, of the wounding, of past traumas, of resentments, and if you don't get to forgiveness, which is at the end what emotional healing is. There's some more videos in this channel that might help you with emotional healing, might guide you in your own, but sometimes we need help from a professional. And if you feel that you need that, don't hesitate in getting it because it is important. I wish you all the best and I hope this practice helps you, if you do it long enough, I can assure you, you will see results, positive results in your daily life. So all the best luck for you. And thank you for listening. Thank you for being here.